Good morning, sir, and all dear friends. I am Arpit Goyal, and today I am presenting my view on topic production planning for manufacturing system. First of all, we will discuss about the production planning and its objective. Production planning manages the manufacturing process and production rate, and because it is managed transport department, financial department, manufacturing department, and all department for any company. The point can explain production planning easily. First, customer satisfaction. This is the main purpose for any company for get growth in its production rate according to the market demand. Uh, so mainly for important thing for the company in which they can satisfy the customer, give product in low cost, good and best quality, give to the customer, take minimum time, and give best service for solving the whole need of customer. Because customer is a god for any company, and and company sell out its product to the customer. So it is first responsibility for any company to satisfy the customer. Second is continuous flow of products. Continuous flow of product is because of the enhanced production rate and efficiency. It is important for smooth and continuous production. Third is planning requirement of resources. It is also important because manpower, machine, tools, raw material, equipment, and all necessary equipments for manufacturing also available at right time and at right quantity. And production planning manage it. How can we arrange all equipment at right time, so then company achieve the target of product. And it is also important that the all these are available at required time. Third, fourth is coordinate work schedule. So transport department, financial, manufacturing, and storage, and many more. If these all departments work with each other, production rate and manufacturing rate automatically increase. And so one plan is managed by any experienced person, any supervisor, or a one master. They then all departments work with schedule and with coordinations, because uh, coordination of all departments work, if it means if they work with coordination, production rate and efficiency of a product is automatically increase. Fifth, others like improve productivity, attain the monthly yearly target, reduce cost, develop alternative plan, make changes due to change in market demand, reduce the waiting time, and minimize the labor cost. These are also the part of the objective of production planning. Next topic is forecasting. So, what is forecasting? Forecasting is a process that predicts the future events on the basis of past and present data. So, forecasting is more important for any company because it will decide how it will decide the production rate and manufacturing. It minimizes the loss of product due to its short flexibility. So many of researcher who has already in this field developed a many of forecasting methods like quantity method, quality method, and simple moving average method, and many more. So which model is best for our company? It is decided very important for determine the which model is perfect for us. So we will discuss about it in next topic, different type of forecasting method. And forecasting may be a factor that leads to production efficiency because Many of the companies is based on the forecasting data. Time-based analysis is important for any organization. Mainly forecasting have a two purpose. First, first of them is anticipate change so that appropriate action can be taken. And second is provide information related to demand. It is useful for decision making. Next is different type of forecasting method. In this lecture, we will discuss many of type of forecasting method. First of them, planning based on the time period. So, so three types of forecasting is based on time period: short range forecasting, medium range forecasting, and long range forecasting. Short term forecasting plan highly detailed. It is maintained for a short time of period, like a retailer want to sell out his product, his stock. So he will forecast for a 1 month for sale of his whole product. Medium range forecasting. These forecasts has less details, and many of company use this type of forecasting because day by day, month by month trend may be changed. So in this method, medium range forecasting, like a company want to launch new product in the market, so he will survey related to consumer trends and then launch his new product. Long range planning. This forecast system is planned for a long time of period. Taking an example that an organization want to open new stores in some city, so the organization will need to know about the consumer behavior, like he want to prepare to say buying a product and other. Second is quantity method. Quantity method is based on the past numerical data for past statistics. And in this we will discuss first simple moving average method. So what is simple moving average method? So simple moving average method is based on the previous data of demand for the next period. It is used the mathematical formula for finding the forecast for the next period. It uses average value of all actual demands of previous months. Uh, Here is a formula of forecasting method, and AT is the actual demand for last month, and 80 minus 1 is the actual demand for last second month. N is the number of months. If we increase the n, it means we will use more past data for finding the forecasting, and we decrease the number of months, it will we use recent data. Here we can an example. Here we can see uh, 3 months of data given, and we will find the 3 months forecasting data for simple moving average method. So put all these value in the formula. First month forecasting is 4, and second and third month forecasting is 5 and 6. Put all these value in forecasting formula of simple moving average method, and we can find the 4 month forecasting is 5. Now we will use the last 3 months forecasting data. Then we will use 5, 6 and 5 and put these value in forecasting formula, and the value is 5.34. Same 6 month forecasting, we will use value 6, 5 and 5.34, and the value is 5.45. Next is weighted moving average method. This method gives more emphasis to recent data. And here W1, W2 and W3 are the weight factor because it is the sum of all vector of W1, W2 and W3 are equal to 1. And here AT is actual data for past month and FT plus 1 is forecasting for the next period. Here we can an example. In a table 4, 5, 6 is the last 3 month data of any company. So we will find the next 3 year forecasting. For 4 month forecasting, we will use the formula and the value of W1 is a weight factor. So value of W1 is 3 by 6, W2 2 by 6 and W3 1 by 6. So put all values in formula and we will find the value of 4 months forecast. It will be 5.166. Same for 5 month forecasting and for 6 month forecasting. Next is exponential smoothing. So exponential smoothing is very common of any organization. This is also a modified version of weighted moving average. Here we can see in this figure we use the difference between the actual data and forecast data of last month, and in equation alpha is a smoothing factor or smoothing coefficient, and the value of alpha lies between 0.1 to 0.3. And in this table, this is the actual demand of any company and this is the forecast, and the forecasting data is given by the exponential smoothing method. And here in this graph we can see the actual data is varies between 90 to 110 and the forecast data lies between the 100 nearby 100. Next is second order smoothing method. In this method we use trend adjustment, and this is also more accurate forecasting method than the exponential smoothing method. First of all, we calculate the next month forecasting using the exponential smoothing. Second, we calculate the trend adjustment for next period using this formula, and here beta is the second order smoothing factor. And third, add both values fi plus 1 and f and ti plus 1, and we will find new value of forecasting f dash I plus 1. Here we can see in this figure fi minus 1 and xi minus 1 is a data of last second month, and fi is a data of last month, and fi plus 1 is a data for next month. So fi to fi plus 1 by the exponential smoothing method, and fi to f dash I plus 1 by the second order smoothing method, and fi plus 1 is more accurate to the fi plus 1. And next is regression model. This is very simple but very different related to other forecasting model, because in this model we will use 2 or more variable for the forecasting and they can relate it with each other. Just think about a company make a 3 product marker pen and color pencil. If sale of marker increase, just sale of marker increase, then sale of pen increase and sale of color pencil decrease, it means pencil, color pencil and marker relate with each other. When sale of marker increase, then sale of color pencil decrease, then both variables are related with each other for sale out. Here we can see an example: radio ads and revenue. A company make many radio ads in many states. In January, he published 21 he published many radio ads in 21 states, and his revenue is $8,350. In February, he published many ads in 180 states, and revenue of company increased, and new revenue is $21,629. Here we can see radio ads increasing, revenue automatically increasing. Then the radio ads and revenue related with each other, so we can relate with each other to the regression model. So regression model is the more useful forecasting method, and this is also accurate forecasting method. Next is qualitative method. Basically, qualitative method is a non-numerical method, and the qualitative method may be short or long description in forecasting method. First, executive opinion. So what is executive opinion? In this type, forecasting use when an organization want to launch new products in the market. In this method, a group of head and forecasting managers meet for a forecasting discussion. Every person gave their opinion about the best forecasting. But one weakness may happen that one person's opinion can affect the forecasting. Second is market research. In market research method, organization conduct many types of survey to know about the consumer needs, his review, his thinking about the product. The strength of this market research is that the organization will know perfectly what is the best for the consumer preference and what is the best product for consumer. But it can be difficult to develop a questionnaires. Delphi method. Delphi method is used for a long time forecasting, and Delphi method take a long time of period. It will take 1 month, more than 1 month. In this, a group of experts make team, and this team takes survey from the market, many countries, cities, states, collect all data from market related to customer preference and related to product, and give their response to a team leader. Team leader present the all data to the company's leader and the experienced person, and experienced person and company leader finally discuss and launch a new product, and it will take time. Next is forecasting error. So what is forecasting error? Forecasting, this is the difference between the actual value and forecast value. Is the forecasting error. So here xi is represent the actual demand, and fi is represent the forecast demand. Then forecast error will be actual xi minus fi. It means actual demand minus forecast demand. If forecast demand is greater than the actual demand, then the forecasting error will be negative, and actual demand is greater than the forecast demand, then error will be positive, and both are same, then error will be 0. So many types of forecast error. First, mean forecast error. Mean forecast error is the average of all error in forecast. Bias is a measure of overestimation and underestimation. Bias is also second name of mean forecast error. So here this is a formula of mean forecast error. Second, a mean absolute error. So mean absolute error is an average of all absolute deviation in forecast. And here n is the number of months. Like we want to find a 12-month forecasting error. So n will be 12 and actual, and e is the forecasting error. Third one is mean square error. Mean square error is the average of square of all error value in forecast, and also here n is the number of months. Fourth is root mean square error. Root mean square error is the root of mean square error in forecasting. Some relative error can also be defined. These are different, but some of company use percentage error and mean percentage error for find error in his forecasting method. So what is percentage? Percentage error is the percentage of ratio of sum of the whole error and the actual demand in forecasting. The percentage, and second is mean percentage error. The mean percentage error is the percentage of ratio of sum of the all absolute error and the actual demand in forecasting. Third is mean absolute percentage error. Mean absolute percentage error is important because many of the company use mean absolute percentage error for finding error. It is the mean of the percentage deviation of all forecasted demand from the actual demand. Mean percentage error, here we can see the formula of mean percentage error. Here we can see in an example data of any company of actual demand for 12 months, forecasting data for 12 months, and the forecasting data is finding by the exponential method, and we will find the mean absolute percentage error. So first of all, put all these value in the formula and finding the mean absolute percentage error. Or the technique used to decide for making or buying a product. So making or buying a product is a strategic choice to make a product in any factory or buying a product from externally. Many of the points can affect to this to making and the buying: cost and availability. So first we will discuss about the cost. The cost is important factor to decide for making and buying a product, because if we buy cost in less than the making cost, then buying is great choice. Taking an example, then we can simplify this. A company can buy a product for $7 and make it. If the product is manufactured, company has covered $18,000 fixed cost and variable cost per unit of $4. So the cost function of buying would be 7x. The cost function of buying would be 7x, and the cost function of making is 4x plus 18,000. Here 18,000 in fixed cost and x is the unit of a product. To find critical quantity where the cost of buying and making are equal, we have the set CB equals to CM. Here CB is the cost function of buying and CM is the cost function of making. And we will need 6,000 unit, and it does not matter if we buy and make. And here we can see in graph, if a company buying less than 6,000 product, manufactured less than 6,000 product, then buying is the best option, and company sell out fix 6,000 unit, then both are same, buying and making, and company will sell more than 6,000 units, then making is best option for a company, because you can see in this graph that making cost is reduced after 6,000 units to the buying cost. So second is resources. It is important, and if you want to manufacture any product, then if and so first check the availability of manpower, raw material, necessary equipment for manufacturing. If all these are available easily, then manufacturing is the best option. Otherwise buying is the more suitable for selling. So thank you.